Welcome to Native News, your look at important issues for Native Americans and non-natives alike.
Diabetes hits especially hard on Native Americans. On this edition of Native News, help from the man leading the path to find a cure, who is recognizable worldwide as a leader in diabetes research and treatment.
Native News goes looking for answers and help. Help that could save your life.
The lessons these Miccosukee tribal members are learning could save their lives. It's a health fair with warnings about a killer. It's one of the greatest health concerns when coupled with obesity: diabetes.
This is an annual event that the health department hosts to do health screenings that are important for women. We do, we want to catch anything like onset or to prevent diseases and illnesses. We are doing health screenings to catch or prevent diseases and illnesses, and we do random blood sugars and height and weight.
If you're watching this and are Native American, or have loved ones on a reservation, you know the heavy toll diabetes can take. The toll on loved ones, the toll on health and emotions, and the high costs spent treating complications from poorly managed diabetes. Native Americans are particularly at risk, thanks to a harmful combination of genetics, diet, lack of exercise, and their tendency to pack on pounds and carry extra weight.
And so this is a real nightmare that's brewing, and I think the only way we can really get a handle on it is we've got to get our kids to be more active again. We've got to get people to watch what they eat and cut down on the calories and really try to get rid of this obesity inactivity epidemic that's going to destroy this country as a whole.
Diabetes cure hunter Dr. Jay Schuyler has visited numerous reservations and has spent much of his career helping those with diabetes live longer and better lives. Dr. Schuyler of South Florida's Diabetes Research Institute says Native Americans get the disease due to what's called a thrifty gene, a makeup more attuned to earlier times when food was scarce and folks had to maximize calories to survive.
They're then exposed to a different lifestyle than what their ancestors had. It brings out the frequency of the disease. And that different lifestyle today, in times past, most people were hunter-gatherers, and they spent a lot of time hunting and gathering food, and there would be periods of feast and periods of famine.
Nomadic habits have been replaced by a sedentary lifestyle with frequent fast food feasts or junk food splurges. A modern culture where exercise is rare, but obesity widespread.
Today, food is continuously available. We don't have the cycles of feast and famine, and people have the tendency to eat much more than their ancestors did. And because we've become an automated society, so we do less physical activity and rely more on automation, be it automobiles or other forms of transportation.
Dr. Schuyler stresses two things need to change: a return to less fatty, less carb-loaded foods, and far more exercise.
What it does do, though, is it puts the real onus on people to really control the environmental factors, the amount of food they eat, the amount of activity they have, the things that we can do to promote less food intake, more weight loss, and more physical activity. Those are the things that are going to help decrease the likelihood of developing the disease.
Which brings us back to fairs like this. Dr. Schuyler says they should be the norm and occur way more often than once a year, and that couples, friends, and colleagues should exercise together. If that sounds like wishful thinking in our time-stressed digital culture, listen to Alaska native Leilani Fanu.
I want to let younger people know, and even older people, adults that have maybe gotten into some bad habits with fitness and nutrition, just remember we are fueling our bodies. You're fueling your body to do the activities that you like to do, whether it's playing basketball or walking around the park or playing with your grandkids or playing on recess. That's what we're doing. We're fueling our bodies. So kind of move away from just what tastes good.
Other natives from as far away as Washington State are also hearing Dr. Schuyler's message.
We have a lot of folks that are inflicted with diabetes. It's a very serious issue. One of the good things about it is our native foods, and it's getting back to those native foods. Now, having said that, it's already a large part of our diets, but the old commodity programs and things like that, those old high-fat diets, they've caught up with us.
Until a cure is found, natives and non-natives alike have to combat diabetes through changes in diet and exercise. The numbers are staggering. By 2050, 1 in 3 Americans will have diabetes, according to the CDC.